Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sleepy, and welcome back to... I forgot the name. It Moves. To It Moves. I just go off the next recording and I already forgot what I'm playing. So, we are in Chapter 5. The most terrifying night yet for the boy in the story. Or the protagonist. A bunch of school books, a poster for a play. It says woof. Okay, nothing. Okay, something about a dog then. The feeling that something's invading your privacy, even without ill will, is still disturbing. Yes, it is. Actually, it really is. Oops, sorry. Got a little burpy there. I feel good. Oh, now I don't feel... Oh my god, you are an ugly ass... See? See? I said it. I feel good. And I am good, apparently. Is that a hand grenade? But please tell me that's a hand grenade. No, that's not a hand grenade. Okay. Even if you don't know why they are here, you hold the greatest amount of fear for them. Yeah. So he went downstairs, or upstairs. Dinosaurs. And pie. The sounds of screams are awful. They are even worse when they are your own. Well, yes, because you are the one who's shitting your pants. What? Pass that by me again, please. There's a piece of paper here. It reads... Knock. Knock. A pile of mattresses, dirty and worn out. What? Oh, fuck you. Oh, you're such a piece of shit. Oh, you... I can't get... Oh, okay, I have to... Oh, fucking... Cunt. Okay. Oh, such a dick. A big filing cabinet. There's something. A writing desk with some school material on it. Apparently nothing here. Can't go this way. So I have to follow the thing, right? The weird ass face. That one. The lock on the door is broken. I don't think I can get in there. And I can't get in here. Stop creaking on me. Okay. So I have to follow it, apparently. There are various school rules printed here. Why are cows in our school? Mr. Lane forbade us from bringing our cows and rats to school, especially if they're riding one another. Okay, don't assume that there's don't assume. I assume there's nothing here. Don't you move down? But why is there... Oh no! Don't you dare trap me in here. Thank goodness. Goodness gracious. Okay. Just go to continue downstairs. Oh no, that's a musky cellar, if I've ever seen one. A boss-little machine of some sort. Is that a ladder? Oh, fuck it is. Okay. I will go there. Oh, this is what the cow sounds are coming from. I'm gonna beat your ass. Unless you jump scare me, then I cry like a little bitch baby. Oh, is this like a labyrinth type deal? Oh fuck, of course. Of course it is. Stop! Stop! Why are you torturing a man with a cow? Yep, that's... I don't feel good. Thank you, Avira system cleanup or whatever this is. So. Those sounds are less than human. Oh, hello. Who are you, my friend? No one. Who are you? Oh, do I have to... Oh no, I'm going to be sacrificed to the ass-face people. Oh my god. Or are those hoods? I don't know. What the fuck are you? Stop waving your arms around. Kill me already. Look like Elder Gods spawn. Hey, at least he's cheering that I'm here. Would have thought. Who would have thought that the monsters think it's nice for me to be there? Eat my body. Devour my soul. Consume my innocence. No? Okay. It was a joke. It was just a joke. I didn't mean it. Well, that's too late, isn't it? Well, I'm really the wrong person to be in these situations. Oh, thank goodness. You are awfully quiet nowadays. Is there something wrong, son? Nothing. Are you sure? Is there something wrong with your new room? Are you lonely without your brother? No. Alright then. I have a weird cable over here. What's that? Oh, that's the... I know what this is. I woke gradually. The room was once dark again. Weird sounds were chiming that I heard once in a Hindu temple. And I need to... Yeah, that's a... That... Or in a documentary about Africa. As my eye suggested, I could gradually make out the window and the door and the walls. Some toys on a shelf, and even to this day I shudder to think of it, for there was no noise, no rustling of the sheets, no movement at all. The room felt lifeless, yet not empty. The nightly visitor, that unwelcome, wheezing, hate-filled thing which had terrorized me night after night, was not in the bottom bunk. It was in my bed. I opened my mouth to scream, but nothing came out. Utter terror had shaken the very sound from my voice. I lay motionless. If I could not scream, I did not want to let it know I was awake. Oh, for now it's getting creepy. I had not yet seen it. I could only feel it. It was obscured under my blanket. I could see its outline, and I could feel its presence, but I dared not look. The weight of it pressed down on top of me, a sensation I will never forget. When I say that hours passed, I do not exaggerate. Laying there motionless in the darkness, I was every bit as scared and frightened young boy. If it had been during the summer months, it would have been light by then. But the grasp of winter is long and unrelenting, and I knew it would be hours before sunrise. A sunrise which I yearned for. I was a timid child by nature, but I reached a breaking point, a moment where I could wait no more, where I could survive in this immediate deviant abomination no longer. Fear can sometimes wear you out, make you threadbare, a shell of nerves, leaving only the slightest trace of you behind. I had to get out of that bed. Then I remembered. The crucifix. My hand lay underneath still lay underneath the pillow, but it was empty. I slowly moved my wrist around to find it, minimizing as best as I could the sound and vibrations caused, but it could not be found. I had either knocked it off the top bunk, or it had. I could not even bear to think of it. Been taken from my hand. Without the crucifix, I lost any sense of hope. Even at such a young age, you can be acutely aware of what death is, and intensely frightened of it. I knew I was going to die in the bed if I lay there, dormant, passive, doing nothing. I had to leave that room behind, but how? Should I leap from the bed and hope that I make it to the door? What if it is faster than me? Or should I slowly slip out of the top bunk, hoping not to disturb my uncanny bedfellow? Oh, that's a very goosebumpy sound. Realizing that it had not stirred when I moved, trying to find... my bad. Realizing that it had not stirred when I moved, trying to find a crucifix, I began to have the strangest of thoughts. Chapter 6. The Abyss. Oh, that's fine. Cool. An underwater level, I love it. Oh, I'm actually swimming, that's cool. Can I eat the fish? No. Wait, where do I go then? Wait a minute. Do I go up or down? Oh, I assume I go right because this looks like a corridor. Oh. Or I don't. That's weird. Where do I go then? Left doesn't make any sense either. Oh, it does. Thank you very much. Okay, can't go this way. So I assume left then. Just because, yes. All of those fishies. Look at all those fishes. Now I assume it's down. Yes. What is that? Some shit out of Final Fantasy. Ooh. Get into the meat grinder. Dad? You having this weird sexual experience as well? That's odd. Drain the mortar and remove the diving gear, please. Now we are back onto normal controls, I hope. Let me guess, it drained the water from... oh no. I was about to say it drained the water from outside, but not inside the thing. Dada! Wait, why is my dad walking there? Read the logbook. Captain Theodore Fielding, September 2nd, 2007. One of my biggest fears is deep water. Ironic when you consider the fact that I am now working on a mining station thousands of feet underwater in the Mariana Trench. I've always wondered why I was afraid and reached a simple conclusion. The true fear presented here is actually going down beneath the surface into the depths. It's a combination of all of our most common fears. First, fear of the dark. When you're at the bottom of a body of water, you can't see anything. It's pitch black. Have you ever tried to swim as far down in a lake as you can? It gets really dark and cold really fast, about 10 feet down. But even that's nothing compared to the deepest point on the entire crust of the Earth. Located at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, the Mariana Trench, which is 38,000 plus feet. If you put Mount Everest at the bottom of the trench, the top of the mountain would still be over a mile below the surface of the ocean. Everything below you is complete darkness, and it's this definitely plays into our collective fear of the dark. Second, fear of suffocating. Have you ever gotten to the point where you swam down too far in the swimming pool and you seriously considered the fact that you might not make it back to the top before you ran out of breath? If you've ever been rough housing as a kid with blankets and pillows and you accidentally got pinned down inside of a sleeping bag or something and you get to that point where laughter temporarily turns to screaming, you know what a scary concept not being able to breathe is. Even if you have scuba gear with you down in that deep dark abyss, there is a chance a valve could pop out or you could run out of oxygen. You can't see, and you can't really take a deep breath. Could it get worse? Yes. I had that, like the pinned down situation. I'm really afraid of suffocating. I don't have necessarily, what it's called, the phobia of small rooms. I forgot how it is called. Currently can't recall it. I'm not necessarily afraid of small rooms, but when the air is really bad and I barely can breathe, that's what I'm afraid of. Suffocating would be such a... God, I wish that death on no one. But let's continue. 3. Fear of the unknown. There are over 1 million species of creatures in the ocean, and scientists estimate there are an additional 9 million species yet to be discovered. That means we only even know what defaulting back to German, 11% of the creatures in the ocean are. Most of the beings in the ocean are things mankind has never seen or heard of. Who knows what could be down there? Think about a time when you were walking on a dimly lit basement, in a dimly lit basement trying to find something. All of a sudden something brushes up against the back of your neck. They become airborne, similar to a frightened cat, and instantly turn around and shine their flashlight to see what it was. It's never anything actually scary. But in deep water it's always something scary. It's dark, you can barely breathe, and something just touched you and you have no idea where they just went. But there is more to fear, I'm afraid. That's a lot of stuff, holy fucking balls. 4. Fear of flying insects. I'm wondering how this would be down in the Mariana Trench. Imagine that as you're walking along, all of the beetles and scorpions crawling along the ground. The huge, black, hairy spiders that are hidden from view in the cracks, and the slimy worms and snakes, well, snakes are not insects, that are burrowed beneath the ground simultaneously started flying. Anywhere they wanted. That is what the bottom of the sea without water would be like. For the strange creatures underwater, there is no up or down. Even the manliest man, even though they appear to be calm, quickly tense up and become filled with a secret fear that the bug might land on their eyeball or fly into their mouth. And that's why men try so hard to kill them. Yeah, that's kind of... Depends on the bug though. But still, not pleasant. Unfortunately, in deep water, you can't see any of the undiscovered freakish flying creatures that brush past your body as you grasp at your suffocating throat. Okay, yeah. I get that. Fear. 5th, fear of being caught. Imagine that you're running from a bear. You will be eaten if you are caught, and it doesn't help that bears can run faster sideways than the fastest human can run forward. I think that's bullshit. A bear can run sideways? Do you mean diagonally or just... Well, when you're at the bottom of the sea, everything that is around you was built to move in water, apart from you. If something truly frightening, like a shark or a giant squid, caught sight of you, you could turn the other way and flail about all you want, but the monster will catch up. It will catch up with you in a split second. You can't get away from anything. Even if you had the wherewithal to see and breathe, you couldn't run from danger. It would simply find you and devour you. There are lots of places that I wouldn't want to be in, such as trapped in a burning house or alone in the vacuum of space. But in the burning house at least I can see, and in space at least there aren't any creatures that could get me. There are no other places in the universe that combine as many common fears as 7 miles below the surface of the Pacific Ocean. It is because of the combination of all of these fears that I'm so horrified by deep water. I can see that. Oh my god. Wait, I can't go down. I have to follow my dad. Daddy, wait. Wait for me, Daddy. We're now playing a 2D version of BioShock. No offense. Oh, that's fucking creepy. I can't even... That's weird. There will be something huge in the background, won't it? Or a giant butthole opens up down there. Yep. Yep. Falling through the butthole. Into another butthole. Oh, whoops. Sorry. This game has a really good build-up to everything. To every scare, to every, like, creepy moment. It really gets it right. The fear of the unknown type of thing. Done? Oh, the weird sound is again. What if I was asleep? It hadn't so much as breathed since I had woken up. Perhaps it was resting, believing that it had finally got me. That I was finally in its grasp. Or perhaps it was toying with me. After all, it had been doing just that for countless nights, and now with me under it, pinned against my mattress, with no mother to protect me, maybe it was holding off, savoring its victory until the last possible moment, like a wild animal savoring its prey. Or is it severing? No, severing would be to tear something off, or cut something off, like an arm. I tried to breathe as shallowly as possible, and mustering every ounce of courage I could. I reached over slowly with my right hand, and began to peel the blanket off me. What I found under those covers almost stopped my heart. I did not see it, but as my hand moved the blanket, it brushed against something. Something smooth and cold. Something which felt unmistakably like a gaunt hand. I held my breath in terror, as I was sure it must now know that I was awake. Nothing. It did not stir. It felt dead. After a few moments, I placed my hand carefully further down the blanket and felt a thin, poorly formed forearm. My confidence and almost twisted sense of curiosity grew as I moved down further to a disproportionately larger biceps muscle. The arm was outstretched, lying across my chest, with the hand resting on my left shoulder as if it had grabbed me in my sleep. I realized that I would have to move this cadaverous appendage if I ever so much as hoped to escape its grasp. For some reason, the feeling of torn, ragged clothing on the shoulder of this nighttime invader stopped me in my tracks. Fear once again swelled in my stomach and in my chest as I recoiled my hand in disgust at the touch of straggled, oily hair. I could not bring myself to touch its face, although I wondered this very day what it would have felt like. Dear God, it moved. Oh shoot, that's bad. Chapter 7. Hostia. So, as always, I will end the episode here. Well, that looks cool. But I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Sleepy, and I hope you have a good night.